Hey, it's me guys, Indiana Jones, and I'm here with an Indie Quickie just for you. Yeah, I guess you can tell by everything that we're going to celebrate St. Patrick's Day the best way I know how. Last year I made a little bit of a video taste testing some nice beers from Ireland. Well, this time I wanted to share one of my favorite meals for St. Patrick's Day. Now, usually I used to make corned beef and cabbage, but kids didn't like that much and it was kind of smelly, especially cabbage. So this is a very easy thing to do called shepherd's pie. Now, let me tell you the ingredients. So, what we're going to need is 1.5 pounds of ground meat. Now, I'm saying meat because traditionally shepherd's pie is made with ground lamb or with little pieces of lamb. You can also make it with steak, make it with almost anything. But today I am sticking to ground turkey, so forgive me, all the Irish people out there. It's not the traditional shepherd's pie. I just happen to use ground turkey, lean ground turkey, because it has less grease and I just really like the flavor of it. 1.5 pounds of meat, and we're going to have what I call the Irish Trinity, which is some onions, some carrots, chopped up carrots, and I have them here chopped and softened and a little bit caramelized, and some green peas. And if you'll notice, this is also the coloring to the flag, so you'll always be able to remember that it's going to be green peas, beautiful orange carrots, and white onions. That is what I like to call the shepherd's pie Irish Trinity. Then outside of that, I have what is called Dubliner cheese. This is from Kerrygold. And no, I'm not promoting Kerrygold, but they just happen to have a lot of Irish products that I love and I use every year. I make sure I get it just around St. Patrick's Day. This is Dubliner cheese. This is a beautiful cheese that's a very nice, kind of like a cheddar cheese, but it's really, it's just, I can't describe it. It's a nice white cheddar type cheese. Then we're gonna need some potatoes. We're going to need roughly around 3 good-sized potatoes. And if these look a little shriveled, it's because they're already cooked. So we can just mash them up real quick. And for the potatoes and for the beef itself, we're going to need some salt and pepper and a little bit of Worcestershire sauce if it's up to you. It's up to your taste. And some sour cream, and again some Kerrygold Irish butter. This one's a soft Irish butter, but you can buy the traditional Irish butter. Again, delicious for the actual mashed potatoes. And that's it. That's all you really need. So, I've already cooked my beef, or my meat, my turkey, my ground turkey. I browned it, added salt and pepper to it. The Irish food doesn't have a lot of seasoning. It's very basic, but it's very tasty. And I add a little bit of Worcestershire sauce, just a little bit to my liking. You can add whatever else. I mean, usually Irish food doesn't use a lot of garlic, so I wouldn't recommend garlic per se. So I'm going to add some salt and pepper. This is finely or coarsely ground pepper and salt. And I'm going to add 1/2 cup of carrots. And again, these have been softened. 1/2 cup of peas. Looks so pretty. And 1/2 cup of, again, softened or caramelized onions. This really doesn't take a long time to make. Mix these all together. And this is the actual pan that I'm going to be, or pot, or whatever, that I'm going to be cooking the shepherd's pie in. Now, if you want to, you could use a pie crust. But I like it just, you know, I don't know, I love using this glass container especially because you can see all the beautiful colors. I hope you can see it there. See, just mix it up nice. There you go. Oh, looks so good. Then let's make some of the mashed potatoes. I have some mashed potatoes already made. And what I did with these, you can either boil them, or what I do is I just pop them in the microwave real quick. That to me is the quickest way to do it. I don't have to cut them or peel them or anything. Excuse you. And got a potato masher there. And actually you don't even need it because it falls apart as you can see from the other potato that was there already. So, like I said, 3 nicely sized potatoes. It takes around 7 minutes to make them in the microwave. So this is really, really fast dinner. I make this a lot for the kids. The other potato. Oh, and I forgot to save some salt and pepper for the potatoes. Oh well. That's okay. We'll do it in post. So excuse me as I mash my potatoes. Now, of course, everybody knows that potatoes are synonymous with Irish or Ireland and Irish cooking. Actually, having traveled to Ireland, which if anybody out there has the opportunity to travel to Ireland, please do it. It is the most beautiful country. I haven't gone to a lot of places in the world, but I was just stunned. I was marveled at the immense amount of green. And I thought I had seen almost every green color known to man, but I think they have them all there in Ireland itself. Because it was a blanket of green everywhere I went. It's just absolutely beautiful. Now the Irish saying is "Mead Siad Faite," I think. I'm sorry if I'm messing this up. Which means 1,000 welcomes, I think. And that's exactly what it's like. I mean, Irish people are they're just fantastic. They really, really are. Now, don't get me wrong. I know the name Jones, green eyes kind of fools you, but my parents are actually Cuban. But I was raised in an Irish Catholic community in New York City, so guess what? Yep, that's right. I felt I was Irish. I didn't have anybody else to relate to. And my mom always said that we came from a small island that was very Catholic and loved to dance and party a lot and eat a lot. So there you go. I thought I was Irish. So I knew how to Irish jig and a whole bunch of stuff, and I loved our Irish pastor, and he used to call me Margaret. Loved that. Wow, I think I'm running out of space here. I think I have more than enough potatoes here. So I'm not gonna use my masher. Just gonna use my fork here. A little bit of sour cream to soften it up. Now I like my potatoes nice and rustic-like. You know, not too mushy, or you can add some milk if you want to make it soft. Butter. And I don't want to keep you long because it's supposed to be an indie quickie. I do things right. And again, what movies I love to watch? St. Patrick's Day, I always have to watch The Quiet Man. Nothing like watching John Wayne going back to his roots, to good old Ireland, and falling in love with the beautiful Maureen O'Hara, which I've been told when I was younger I kind of looked a little like her, except she had red hair, you know, and the greenish blue eyes. But yeah, that's it. So now what we do is we take our potatoes. Yeah, I was saying potatoes is a staple of Irish food. Irish food, you'd be surprised how good Irish food is. It is absolutely delicious. Always fresh like from the farm. Oh, and I forgot. Before I throw in the potatoes, let's throw on some of this delicious cheese. Because cheese makes everything better. A little bit of cheese. Meat, cheese, and potatoes. Cannot go wrong. Nobody will throw you out of the kitchen for serving this, I can tell you that. And again, I like it a little rustic. If you'd like yours mushed a little more, use a blender and some cream. Use some heavy cream. And there you have it. You just make this curdy. And then you just pop it in the oven to get everything to mush together with the cheese, and the veggies, and the potatoes. A little salt and pepper on top. And I'm telling you, this is like the easiest meal to make for St. Patrick's Day or any time of the year. Well, I hope you enjoy this, and I hope you take the time to make this wonderful indie quickie in your own home for St. Patrick's Day. And I hope you learn a little bit about St. Patrick's, why they celebrate the three-leaf clover, because it's a representation of the Trinity and how St. Patrick himself actually taught all the pagans in Ireland to love Jesus and venerate the Trinity of the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. And actually, St. Patrick wasn't even Irish, he was English. And he had been kidnapped and brought to Ireland and had a vision, and he became their greatest saint. They also say he drove out the snakes. I don't know if that's figuratively or in reality, because there are no native snakes to Ireland, believe it or not, and there are no snakes there unless, of course, they're in the zoo. So anyway, hope you have a wonderful St. Patrick's Day. Drive safe, have a lot of fun. It's on a Saturday or Friday night, I think. Oh darn, it's on a Friday and I'm Catholic and I can't eat my shepherd's pie. I just thought of that. Well, I'll eat the potatoes, I'll eat the rest of it the next day. I hope you have a wonderful St. Patrick's Day and come back for our special Easter presentation of Indiana Jones. Thanks a lot and happy St. Patrick's Day. See you soon.